Cyber Trading University, I started close over 25 years ago. I started one of the first online schools in today's industry where we focus mainly on day trading. What makes us so different than other schools is that we're just not your typical school that's just going to teach you how to trade. We're going to go out there and be part of a family, be part of a team. We're looking for traders that we could trade together.
So my name is Elaine Forney, and I'm actually living in North Kingstown, Rhode Island right now. Well, I'm actually retired, so what I do for a living is I'm a trader. That's what I'm doing now for a living.
My name is David, and I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I'm retired. Right now I was in aerospace with Boeing.
My name is Richard Serrano, and I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I'm a network field engineer, and I do telecommunications.
My name is Phil Scheib, and I am from Alaska. I am retired locomotive engineer.
My name is Leanne Jack, and I grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. So I'm a web designer and a front-end developer.
My name is George Brooks. I am originally from New Jersey. Been in IT for the last 33 years. And in between that, still cutting down trees, climbing trees, and all that other stuff in between.
My name is Terrell Lee. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I work at a small used car lot just to get out of the house.
I discovered this whole community of traders in the trade room, which, you know, I was sitting in front of my computer at home all by myself, and now all of a sudden here is this community out there, which I found very generous. Everybody was so supportive and welcoming. It just really blew me away.
What makes us so different than other schools is that we're just not your typical school that's just going to teach you how to trade. We're going to go out there and be part of a family, be part of a team. We're looking for traders that we could trade together.
My name is Josh Levitin. I'm from Bethpage, New York, and I'm the senior instructor here at Cyber Trading University. What makes our on-site class so great, aside from the networking aspect of it all, just having our students meet each other for the first time, is the fact that myself and Fausto are very hands-on with our students in the sense of just being able to literally overlook their shoulder and watch their trade, what they're focused on from their platform.
Some news came out and the thing just popped.
While I can comment on what they should focus on online, they might not be able to understand that as well compared to having us right there in front of them.
I kind of like the idea of not being in front of a computer 8 hours a day, because I can't do that. So I kind of like the idea of doing it in the morning and then going to do all the other stuff I need to do.
Everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner. Yeah, it's like, it's not worth it.
When I spoke to Fausto on the phone and he interviewed me, the thing he said the hardest thing for me to do would be to unlearn the things that I previously learned. And it turns out that's 100% true. And the stuff that I'm learning from him and from Josh and everybody has really made all the difference in the world in understanding what a day trader is and how it actually works.
Fausto and the staff at CTU University, they're really on top of everything. They give you good trade choices, and they keep you alert onto whatever's happening in the market at the time for the day.
Right, so we made a profit. What did I just say earlier? Just take the money and run, because guess what? If you didn't take it, how would you be doing right now? Now you're losing money. You're just trying to make that day's pay. That's all you're looking to do. You got it, you made it. Listen, for every stock, if that kept on going, for everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner.
I don't think you're going to find a better support team in the stock trading business anywhere. That's why I'm here at the platinum level.
You know, a lot of people want to go out there and trade and don't know if it's for them or not. And guess what? That's okay, because it's not. And the thing you have to look at is you have to find a mentor, you have to find a school, you have to sample a couple of things with a couple of schools out there, do a couple of classes, and you make the choice. But don't make the biggest mistake that people make. Go out there and be part of 90%, maybe even higher, of the failure rate in today's industry, because people want to try it before they learn. I mean, would you ever want someone to work on your loved ones that never went to med school? Or how about just giving your finance money to some financial planner that never learned finance? We are no different, but you are on the right path. The right path is you should be doing it on your own. And by doing it on your own, you need a mentor to show you how to do it. And that's what you're going to get here at Cyber Trading University. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fausto. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that quick little video. Let me just share my PowerPoint and let's get ready to go. Give me a second here. Screen 2. There we go. All right. So hopefully everybody could see that okay. Just look at the chat. Just let me know if you guys could see the screen that got posted up there. All right, good. All right, good. Thanks, David. Thanks a lot, Grant. Thanks, everyone. Well, basically what you've just seen is just a couple of our fellow students wanted to give a feedback and want to let you know their experience here in cyber trading. And hopefully that will be you one day. Hopefully that would be somebody like you to come out there and start trading in today's markets. You know, a lot of people want to do it. They don't know if it's for them. Maybe they got they got themselves in trouble and just, really just need to know that there is someone out there that could do it. And hopefully Cyber Trading University is going to be a part of your life to kind of teach you how to play the game. And you're going to see why we've been in business for 25 years, why we are the most popular and the most well-known school in the industry, and why we're endorsed by more brokerage firms than any school in the entire industry. So that's really going to focus on. Now, I know we have a lot of people here in the room. I have staff here, some instructors. They're going to be answering questions as you guys could put in your chat. I am going to test you. I'm going to quiz you. I'm going to teach you the art and the style of Cyber Trading University. And then at the end of this presentation, and believe me, it's going to go pretty fast, I'm going to invite every single one of you to see us and practice what we preach, what you're about to see. But what you're about to learn, everyone, is going to be really, really disturbing, because you're going to see like, oh my God, I never realized that trading was not as complicated than what it was. And that's where everybody gets themselves in trouble. Now, but before I get started, like anything else, we got to have a disclaimer, okay? Warning, trading is very risky, okay? And, results vary from student to student. It all depends on, who you are, what you do, but there's no promises, there's no guarantees, there's no warranties, all right? You can lose, if not more, in trading. So please keep in mind, my recommendation is don't lose what you really can, what you can't afford. And just make sure you do your due diligence when it goes into trading. Okay. So with that said, everyone, but basically what we're going to talk about is I'm going to cover and navigate the challenges of the world of high frequency trades and algo trading. I'm also going to talk about how to basically read level 2, level 3, level 4, which people like, my God, what is level 4? I don't even know how to use level 2. Oh, wait till you see this. You're going to fall off your chair. I'm also going to talk about how we enter exit entries and exit points, meaning how do we find these stocks? How do we know where to get out? How do we get in? And also how do we use today's most important thing, which is called tape reading, which is how we use time and sales data, which so many of you here neglect because no one really showed you how to set the defaults and how to use them in today's markets. Now, with that, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick little bio. If you haven't done it already, okay, I started Cyber Trading University 25 years ago. Now, I'm the founder, I'm the president. We have a very nice, very supporting staff at Cyber Trading University. We have a great team, a great nucleus. But how that was built is because it's all about how I came into trading due to my grassroots of living here in New York and being trained by the best traders in the world. I'm not trying to discount anyone else in the industry, but you know what? If you want to know about oil, go to Texas, go to Ontario, Canada. If you want to know about how to make movies, go to California. You want to know how to make good Italian food, go to Italy. Okay. But if you really want to know about, if some of you ever been to New York, this is really what we do all day. Okay. And as I was a little kid at 22 years old, I mean, I'm going to be 50 this year. 50, my God. Basically, I've learned that you can't be very successful unless you surround yourself with successful traders. And most importantly, it's not them just being successful, it's learning from their mistakes. That's everybody's issue. Everybody's always wants to know, hey, what are you buying? This ain't the horse track. Hey, what are you betting on? You got to know exactly why this thing is going down and why you need to get out now. Otherwise, you're going to get beat up. Now, for myself, how I started Cybertrade University, just lets you know that back in the day, you had to work for somebody, and I was a prop trader, and you basically would split the profits because they gave you all the tools. You know, they gave you the execution system. They gave you the good ticket rates, which back then was $20. You get it for free now. You had the nice software technology. You had everything. You had the camaraderie. You had everything. You can't get this by sitting in your basement. It just doesn't happen. You got to get out of your house. You had to go work somewhere. And how do I know that? Because I'm guilty of it. When I first started, I was an ignorant 22-year-old kid, and I did it myself, but I saw people making money just like you, and you're like, how do these people do it all day? Well, on the first day on the job, which is going to be your first day on the job today, you're going to realize that you've been trading blind this whole time. I don't care who taught you, where you came from, but you're going to see that trading is not as complicated as people make it to be, okay? You're actually thinking way too much than you have to. Now, what I ended up doing and how Cybertrade University was born is that I wanted to go on my own. I didn't like splitting the profits. I guess it's like some people don't like to get education because they figure, oh, let me go take all these free YouTube videos and whatever, or buy a $49 class and, you know, to jump into a $250,000 job. I never knew how that worked actually. But the way I got into it is I went out there and I wanted to train traders, because the way we succeed is we trade together. That is how you become very good at it. It's not about, ooh, look what Fausto's trading. Look at these great calls they made. It has nothing to do about it. I make more money trading my traders because there are more eyes and ears out there. That's how you do it. It's a team effort. And most importantly, you know, you have to know exactly why, you know, you're doing it, because you just got to know how to play the game. So with that said, I just got to ask a couple of questions. I want to get to know a little bit about everyone, and I'm going to do some poll questions. I just want to know, could everyone just tell me, what kind of trader are you? Are you a stock trader, options, futures, Forex? Let's just see what you guys got going on. Okay. All right. As you guys are filling that out, I'm just going to let you know, I'm a stock trader. If you're looking for a good options of Forex, just send me an email. I'll put it in the chat, and I'll be happy to recommend who I would probably tell you who to use, because 95% of them are all just wasting your time. There's only a couple of people that are really good at it. But I like to trade stocks because, I don't know, you watch TV all day. That's what they talk about. These companies, you buy their products every day. It's just like, you know, you deal with it every day. And by the way, if you're an options trader, I don't know how you could be a good options trader if you don't even know how to swing trade first. Then how are you going to swing trade if you don't even know what's happening over the course of the day? I like to day trade because I'm in and out the same day. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, but just to explain something, day trading means you're in and out the same day. You don't care what you trade, you just want to make your money. Okay. So I like to sleep at night. Now I'm going to share that poll with you guys. You can see how you actually are with everyone else. So I'm just sharing that, and you can see how everyone is obviously compared to everybody in the room. Now, why am I here? This is my ultimate goal. People like ask you, Fausto, if you're a great trader, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? Like, are you here to, like, you know, sell subscriptions or whatever? Listen, I am looking for people I could train that I can make money with. Now, if you're that person that feels like you want to be hired and be able to trade with us, where we could train you, well, then you're definitely in the right place. If you're looking to find some new crystal ball platform, if you're looking to know another person that can explain a Fibonacci better than you, then the last three people that told you, you're in the wrong room. But if you're somebody that says, you know what, I want to be part of a team of successful traders, somebody that has a very good history, then you're in the right place. That's the reason why I'm here. So the reason why I also trade is because, and the beauty about it is that you get to spend time with your family. You know, I always feel, you know, being first generation Italian, it's great to know that you could have that luxury and you could spend more time with your family. You could do this anywhere in the world, especially with COVID, for crying out loud. Who the hell wants to go back to work? We don't even know what to expect. It's just nice to be here, to have something that you could actually do. Actually, I'm getting more and more people that want to do it now because they couldn't do it before because they had a full-time job or they couldn't do it out of their office. Now you can, which is great. So my question to you, everyone, is why are you here? So I got a question for you. So everybody put that in the chat room. Could you just tell me, why are you here today?
I just want to see you get some feedback. I'm just curious. Just put it in the chat room. Stop losing money. Okay. That's a good start. What about you, John? What about you, Mike? Weston, why are you guys here? All right. To better retirement of your income, Bobby. I like that one. David, level 3 quotes. Want to know how to use it towards QQQs. All right. Limit my losses, Robert. Okay. And maximize my learning curve. All right, good. I like that. Okay. And by the way, Rich, could you copy and paste some of those? That'd be great if you could do that. All right. That'd be great if you could do that. All right. So I'll tell you why you're really here. Okay. You're not here to start making money. You're here because you want to stop losing it. That's the only reason why you're here. We don't teach people how to make money. Okay. We teach them how to stop losing it. Once you learn how to stop losing, then you'll make money. It's like getting on a bike, right? You don't, to learn how to ride a bike, you first have to learn not to fall off the bike. Listen, geez, I have 3 boys, which you just seen. I had to teach my second one how to drive. By the way, that is the scariest thing in the world. You ever teach a teenager how to drive? It's like you're freaking out because it really is, it's dangerous, right? You can really hurt themselves. But at the end of the day, you have to do it. All right. By the way, Rich, could you mind not posting that link? Because we don't need that right now. Okay. We got to focus on this one. Thank you. I don't know if you could take that off. All right. So let me change the slide here. All right. So basically, what I'm looking to do is I want to show you exactly how to trade and how things work. So let's get started. Did you guys see Nikola today? Can anyone just give me a yes or no? The pop earlier at NKLA. Did anybody see this stock Nikola? NKLA. James, you didn't. John, you didn't. Alan, Winston, you didn't. Lynette, you did. Okay, well, we know why. Bobby, you did. Okay, Robert, you didn't. Wow, we got a lot of no's. No one saw the stock go from $10 to $12. Where is it now right now, by the way? I'm just curious. Where is this stock right now? Yeah, kind of a little backed off a little bit. Let me just bring up the chart here. You can see it right here. Yeah, okay. So we had a big pop right here. This is a platform that I'm using right now. So we had a big run up. Now, the question is this. Why did that stock go up? Why did that stock up? David, when I'm done with you, you're not going to trade the SPYs anymore. Okay. And I still want to go on a tangent right now, but let me tell you something, David. Are you here to make money or are you here because you're trading the SPYs? Oh, the SPYs. You know what I mean? Like, why are you here? You're here to make money. And making money in this industry, it's all about less risk with more reward. Okay. Definitely. Good to hear. And you'll see why. It popped earlier. Why did it pop? It popped almost $2 in 10 minutes. Okay. Now think about that for a second. If you bought 1,000 shares, a $10,000 investment, the stock literally pops $2. Let me bring that chart here. You can see that right here. You can see that less than 10 minutes, like low 30 minutes right there, right? See that? Nice little pop. How much did you make on 1,000 shares? $2,000, right? Where do you make $2,000 in such a short period of time? Okay. Right here, day trading. And if you did that every day, let's just do the math. Let's do simple math. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's do better simple math. Let's say you made $1,000. You made $1. You bought 1,000 shares. Forget about the $2 or whatever it is. $1. That's $1,000 a day. That's $250,000 salary. Who doesn't want that job? Now you know why everybody wants to get into this industry, okay? But the $64,000 question is, how did you know it was going up, Fausto? How did you know that when it started backing off? Well, the big thing that you have to understand is keep things simple. Buyers and sellers. That is what drives the market. Buyers and sellers, not support and resistance, not a 200 moving average, not somebody on TV. It's buyers and sellers. I don't think anyone would dispute that with me. Okay. So here you have a stock. You see how they have these big orders out there. I'll show you and I'll explain to you how they get executed, all that good stuff. Now, the problem with everyone that has when it comes to trading, they don't have the right programs. Okay. They're out there. They have a platform. They want to buy this platform. They want this option. Next thing you know, you're having 6 monitors with 10 different charts out there. And realistically, if you can't make money with 1 monitor, there's no way you're going to make money with 6. Okay. But you got to have the right tools to be very successful when it comes to trading. So I want to talk about this. I want to ask everyone a poll question here. And my poll question is this. Let me do another one right here. Do you have level 3 access? Basically, AK, NASDAQ, total view. Let's just say, and be honest, guys. Just yes, no, maybe, I'm not sure. Just tell me what you feel. No one's going to rat you out. No one's going to embarrass you, because what you're about to see is going to shock you. It's going to be disturbing. And when you're going to see it, you're going to say, holy crap, Fausto, I want to get into your room. I want to see exactly if this really works, because I will prove it to you. So as you guys are answering it, and I know some of you aren't, which I'll take that as a no. I don't know why some of you are not answering the question. Don't be shy, guys. Mike, don't be shy. Julie, don't be shy. Tell me. Do you have it or you don't? Okay. All right. So as you guys answer, I'll share the polls. You can see a lot of you don't have it, and which, by the way, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. If you're stuck on the iPhone 5, yeah, there is an iPhone 12. Okay. Don't know about it? I'm going to tell you the big advantages and the differences that you're dealing in the Stone Ages versus really following the money. So let me get my little pointer out here so you guys can follow along my animation. There we go. Okay, there's my little pointer. You can follow my little dot. All right, so right here, we got 2 columns. We got the buy column and we got the sell column, right? And in that buy column, these are all the list of buyers. You got the price, you have the amount of shares that want to be bought at that price, and you have how many orders make up those shares. You could see there are 3 different orders that will make up 610 shares, and a guy wants to buy it at $12.94. You got all the way down here, you got 22,000 shares. Maybe I could draw something here. You guys could see it right here. You can see you got 22 orders out there, make up 4,000. And you got people that want to buy it at $12.50. So if you'll notice, there are buyers and sellers at every price level, at every penny. Okay. Now, when people look at this, they're like, that looks pretty confusing. Looks like a lot of data, moves pretty quickly. Trust me, 95% of what you look into the screen is worthless. What we want to focus on is something we call here at CyberTrade University called Iceberg Orders. We're looking for big block orders. We're looking to find where are the people that really want to buy it and really want to sell it. Okay. Not all this 25 shares, 100 shares. We're looking for really big, significant sellers and buyers. Okay. So let me clear this out and let me change the slide. All right. So how do we use this data? So I assume a lot of us here, I'll just take a lucky guess that most of you know how to read a chart. I think that's like the first thing people do. They look at a chart. Actually, you learn how to read charts in the 5th grade. So everything has a chart, right? So here we have a stock PLTR. Stock goes from $28 all the way down, start at 9:30 this morning. And you can see it right here. And it goes all the way down and it stops right here, which is right around 24.50. And then it starts going up, right? It goes all the way back to 26.50. Now, why in the world would the stock stop at $24.50? Well, it's not that it was a support level. Somebody wanted to buy it. Where are the buyers? You can't see it in the chart. But when you look over here on level 3, you'll notice that there is a 58,000 share buyer at $24.50. And there are 21 different orders out there that make up that 58,000 shares. Think about this for a second. What is that, about over, I don't know, $500,000 worth of stock? I know I didn't buy $500,000 worth of stock. and actually just 21 different people around the world that make up that order. And you got to look at the stock. There are 200 share buyers, 300 share buyers, 100 share buyers. That right there is a significant buyer. Now, the data that you're looking at right here, the data, this is NASDAQ, the exchange. This is not Fausto's indicator. This is not TradeStation or Schwab or TD Ameritrade's special tool. This is the actual floor of the NASDAQ exchange. Okay, which, by the way, at the end of this presentation, when I get all you guys registered, you're going to watch me. I've been a special guest several times on the NASDAQ, specifically because they want me to teach you how to use this stuff. But you're looking right down in exchange. You literally have the data to see where all the orders are. Now, think about that. How much smarter and better trading decisions would you make by seeing these orders? Because by knowing that big order is out there, that would explain why it's going up. Now, to move on to, let's look at another example, okay? So here's what we call a resistance level, but you cannot have a resistance level unless you have sellers. So you see the stock, we're looking at Workhorse, beautiful stock, nice, beautiful trend. The problem a lot of people have is they don't realize they have to have a game plan to get out of a position. And you could see here Workhorse, how the stock goes from at 9:30 in the morning, goes from 1850 and goes all the way up and stops specifically right around that $24 price range. And then by not having a game plan to get out there, in less than about 2 hours, the stock drops about $3.50. Why? Why did it go down? Why didn't you get out before? Why you got to get out now? Well, if you saw that there was a 54,000 share seller out there, which is probably about 30 to 50 times more volume than the average other price level, you probably would have had a better game plan. This is the ignorance that I deal with every day. How could somebody go out there and try to question not knowing where people are buying and selling? It's mind-boggling. Why would you not know that? That's trading. Now, by the way, don't take my word for it. If you're really interested, come to New York, get a job at Goldman Sachs or Merrill Lynch or Shearson. Maybe if they're willing to give you a tour. I don't know if they're hiring, but you want to see how orders are being followed? This is how they're being followed. Once again, this is NASDAQ software, okay? This is their exchange. You are seeing their orders of everybody around the world that wants to trade the stock Workhorse. And remember, there are 25,000 stocks out there. We're just looking at this specific one. That is the main reason why it did what it did. Now, did I lose anybody yet? Is anyone confused? Just give me a quick yes or no. Just want to know. Anyone, we lose anybody here? Guys are following along? All right, perfect. Perfect. That's what I want to hear. All right. Let's have a little fun here, okay? Let's have a little test. Okay, I'm going to launch this. Now, you tell me, looking at this stock right here, the first instinct, the first instinct, is this stock going up or going down? First instinct. Don't think, don't question, don't analyze, don't be, second guess and say it's a trick question. When you see this right now, if I ask you, is this stock going up and down? What is your answer? Go in the poll and type it in there. Yeah, we got a couple of slow peekers. Come on, guys. Come on, get it. Listen, when you got money on the line, you can't screw around. This thing could turn on you like that if you haven't figured it out already. You could lose a lot of money. If I was come up to you and say, hey, listen, if I scream fire, what are you going to do? Going to go towards the fire like, I don't know. Is there really a fire out there? No, you're going to fire. When you scream fire and you leave, okay? The stock is going down, okay? So let me share this poll with you. You could see that we got one person out of everybody here that said the stock is going, one person that's going to go up. Everyone said it's going to go down. Now, I don't know who said who was going to go up. Could I just tell you, and don't take this the wrong way. I'm just, sometimes it could be a little straightforward. You better quit trading. If you really are telling me right now that you thought that stock was going up, you definitely should quit trading. You should not even move forward. And by the way, don't be embarrassed because I get people that do that all the time, which is maybe that's why you're here, right? But that is basically kindergarten, trading 101 right there. Okay. Now, next, for the people thought it was going to go down, congratulations, you're right. Now, the thing you got to ask is this, yourself this, is this going to zero? I mean, when is it going to stop? You ever do a trade, you're like, oh my God, this thing going to ever stop? It keeps going down. Do I sell it? Do I sell it? But you go back 2 years, what's happening? What's the news? Whatever it is. Listen, the only thing that's going to save you in this stock is buyers. That's what's going to save you. Buyers, okay? Charts, probably the most popular thing on the execution system. Most popular thing. Do you see buyers on a chart? Do you see buyers, ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders? No. So what the hell is a chart doing for you? Do you want to be a lagger or you want to be a leader? Do you want to see what happened in the past, or would you want to know what's going to predict the future? Because I'm looking at the future. I don't look at the past. So let's go hop over here on level 3. Let's go on NASDAQ Book Viewer. So stock's going down. What do I need for the stock to go up? Like you said, John, we need buyers, right? So we're looking over here on the list, and we say, oh, wow, holy crap. Pretty substantial buyer over there at $9. 259 orders that make up 100,000 shares. Like, wow, that is one big buyer. Actually, I'm sorry. That is a lot of people and a lot of buyers at $9. What do you think was going to happen when we get to $9? Okay. It's going to go lower. I don't know. Let's go check the chart. What do you say? So change that slide right there. Holy crap. What do you know? The stock hit 9 and it went right back up to 10 in a matter of 30 minutes. Am I a genius? Or I'm just smart? Okay. Did I get lucky or did I just follow the money? Exactly, John. Everyone else, it's all about following the money. See, this is what makes support and resistance levels. And look at that chart. Did you need a Bollinger Band to tell you that? Did you need a MACD to tell you that? Did you need to see a volume bar to tell you that? Okay. You just needed the data. That's it. Think about it. We've only been talking for about 15 minutes. This is what we do all day. This is all we do all day. This is how we trade. We just follow the money. Now, let me take what I taught you and let's apply it and see how well you guys could answer this. Okay. Now, where is resistance levels on Uber? Let's see how you guys answer this question. Where do you think, in theory, that Uber will come up to a resistance levels without looking at some chart, without looking at some, I don't know, heat seeker and platform? I don't know, whatever you guys use. But look, where do you think, in theory, this stock will have a potential hitting a resistance levels? Let's see how you guys answer this. Well, once again, what makes a resistance levels? Sellers. Where are the sellers located? On the right. Okay, not on the left, on the right. That's why it says sell orders. Okay. And don't mind me if I'm not trying to degrade anybody, wherever it is, but people just make things so complicated. You just we're looking at one screen. I don't even have 6 screens. You guys are just looking at one screen. And look at all the answers you guys came up with. Okay. So if you came out with somewhere between 5140 and 5150, congratulations. You are absolutely right. If I was looking to sell this stock and it's trading right around 5120, I would be extremely concerned because I'm coming up to a very big seller, and not one seller. I'm looking at roughly about 70 people out there that want to get out somewhere between 51 and 40 and 5150. I don't need anything else to tell me other than that. So when you look at this chart, though, which is what most people will look at, They'll like say, you know what? That stock looks like it's going higher. I like Uber. I just did an Uber the other day. That's a good company. Didn't they acquire like Uber Eats? It's got to be a good stock. But listen, when you start questioning that you think you're an analyst, that's when you're going to lose. One of my greatest mentors, Frank Farrar, always taught me, he says, Fausto, when you think you know something about the stock market, you're going to blow and lose all your money, and you're going to borrow more money, and you're going to lose that too. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And they're like, yeah, it does, because you're thinking you know more than the people that are looking to get out of close to, all those block shares, because you think like, oh, I checked the news and, some analysts came on and whatever, maybe at the end of the day, that might be right, but you still got to deal with those people. Okay. Thank you, Dave. I really appreciate that. Okay. So what ended up happening? Stock goes from 49 to 50 and it hits, it was 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. It went from, in an hour, it went from 41 to 49 to 51.40. And then the stock hasn't moved in 20 cents in about several hours. What the hell happened? We know what happened. You got that seller out there. He ain't going anywhere until someone buys it from him. Okay? That's just how it is. That is just how it is. Does that seem hard? Did I lose anybody again? So why are you making it so complicated? If you just came in the trading room and saw us do this all day, you'll see why Cybertrade University has been around for 25 years, why we're endorsed by every brokerage firm in the industry, why we have a 5-star rating on Google and a AAA rating at the Better Business Bureau. Okay? Because if you don't get it, you're not going to move forward with it. If you get it, it's going to make things that much simpler for you. So, like I mentioned earlier, these are called iceberg orders. And you look at that iceberg, you're like, holy crap, look at this water. That looks pretty nice. Then you look at the bottom, like, what the hell is that? It's because everybody's focused on what's on top of the water, not focused on the bottom. That's where we get that word icebergs, because they don't have the right data. They didn't buy the right technology. They're worried about, ooh, look at me. I got 6 monitors. Ooh, look at this. I got 27. That doesn't make you money. That doesn't make you money at all. You could spend all the money. Oh, I got the new tech, the new computer, the new video card in there. And I don't care what you have. It doesn't make you money. Okay. I went up against guys that had, in traders challenges, I beat every single one of them. They had 3 monitors. I'm here on my little dinky 15-inch monitor. And they're like, look at that. It beats you on like a tricycle. Okay. Because this is what it's all about. Now, the next question people always ask me, which a lot of you already started, and I want to bring it up, but they says, Fausto, I heard these. What about the fake orders that are out there? How about these orders that get pulled, or these spoofing and stuff, like these dark pools that I hear about? Let me explain something to you. There's nothing fake about these orders, okay? You think the SEC is that stupid? All right. You think they don't know and they'll track? You think they want to go out there and lie? All right. If you think they're fake, I will actually go out there and find one of these so-called fake orders that you say you probably think they are, and we'll use your account and you execute it and you tell me how fake it is. Okay. So please do not even bring that word. It does not exist. Okay. This ain't fake news. Okay. Now, can somebody cancel an order? I mean, of course you could cancel an order. Listen, you put an order out there, you could change your mind. You're not obligated to say, well, I put an order, I got to honor it. I'm going to honor crap. You don't want to cancel. You want to cancel, you can cancel. You could change your heart. People go in front of it, get married, and they go all the way up to right up to the priest, or, right up to the front of the church. And they said, you know what? I had to change your heart. I don't think I want to do this. It happens, it happens. Same thing when it comes to trading. So anyway, how do we know they're real orders and cancel orders? Something called time and sales, which so many of you guys neglect. And I know why you neglect it, because you look at it, you're like, well, it moves so fast. Listen. These are the confirmations of every transaction that takes place in a stock. Okay. So how do we use this data? So anyway, let's look at the stock SKLZ. There's a big seller, okay? See sell orders at 1450. Huge seller. 121,000 shares at 1450. Now, in theory, and I always use theory because things change, what do you think is going to happen when we hit 1450? What do you think that it's, without looking at anything, any other windows or platforms, what do you think is going to happen at 1450, fellow traders? She's probably going to go down, right, John? What about you, Dave? What about you, Brenda and Brian and Dave, Irene, Ivan, Joe? What do you guys think? It's probably going to go down. Could everyone just write D just to know that you're awake? I feel like I'm only talking to like 15 people, and there's literally almost, close to 100 of you guys here. It's going to go down. Just write D. Down, down, down. Just so I know. So we're all on the same page. Okay, good. You're making me feel a little better. Well, apparently something happened here. It didn't go down. It actually went up. Why did it go up? Well, this was resistance levels right here. You can see these arrows right here, right around 1450, right? You see over here in the time and sales, green, 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 green. Green means the people that were on the sell orders on the sell side are getting executed. So that number was chipping away. So you could see it, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 2,600, 5,000, 5,600, 1,300, 7,200 shares. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody, listen, that could happen. Somebody could really want to buy the stock. And you know what? It took a little time to get through it, but, give or take in about less than an hour, those people sold their shares, they got out of it, and that's why the stock went from $14.50 up to $16. Now think about it, fellow traders. How many times have you done a trade and you're looking at it and you're like, wow, we got some big resistance levels here, and then it breaks it. Like, how did that stock break it? It broke it because those orders were holding it up, but eventually somebody bought it all. It could be several people, and that's why it went up. And how we would have known that? Because those orders got filled. And when you come in my trading room, you're going to see big block orders out there, okay? And you're going to see them get executed. And you're going to say, uh-oh, we're coming to a big seller. Let's see what happens. All of a sudden, you're like, holy crap, 500,000 shares just got executed. The stock, why? No wonder why the stock went up, because those orders got filled. That is how trading works. Because remember, stocks, we're just trading, I don't know how many shares you basically trading, a couple hundred, a couple thousand. But at the end of the day, you got a couple, when you see these big block orders getting done, that's an issue. Same thing on the buy side, okay? Big buyer here at 17, right? Look at that, 110,000 shares. Look at that. Stock hit it right here, went up, went down in literally about an hour, finally crapped right out, went from $17 down to 13. You know how devastating that is for some of us? You ever been in a trade, you're like, oh my God, I'm getting crushed. Why? Why me? Why didn't I not sell it 5 minutes ago? Why me? Why? I did not deserve this. It goes to 11. It's down to 18. You're like, I just blew up my account. Why? Because you didn't see the orders getting filled. You think I want to own a stock when everyone's showing 100 shares, 200 shares, and I got a big iceberg order? I'm like, that's definitely a support level. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing red, 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 red. Some guy's dumping the shares. You think I want to sit there? I'm like, I don't know. That's probably fake news that I keep hearing about TV, or, somebody told me that doesn't exist. That's not real. What do you think? Brokerage firms are giving you fake data? You think I want to own a stock when that guy's getting done? No wonder why the stock came down. This is what I deal with every day. And this is everyone's biggest problem. They don't have a game plan. And I want to show all of you here, how do we do this? How do we see this? And I'm not trying to, squash what you learned already, because it's only going to help you. But you're going to realize that sometimes you got to make things more harder than what it is. And a lot of us really push ourselves to a point that you're just one trade away of blowing up your account. So you better have a game plan to know where they are before you do it. Listen, don't be greedy and don't be ignorant. Because if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. You'll blow up your account. It's not worth it. You just have to know how to play the game, because that's all it is a game. Now, by the way, this is not something that I invented. This is not the Fausto strategy. And, look how I made my millions. I can't stand people that do that. To me, it's an ego thing. I don't like that. What I was taught, because what happened when I worked at a brokerage firm, they fired people like that immediately. You're a show off. You're sitting there and want to be the next Wolf of Wall Street and so on. And listen, that does not exist in Cybertrade University. Cybertrade University, here we are. We don't talk about money. We talk about, we just all work together. We make points and we all just keep things super simple. And that's it. And we go on our day. That's what trading is all about. James says big blocks and no guarantee. Well, listen, James, that's why you have to see it live. That's why you have to see it live. Because you know what? I love people that challenge me and says, you know what? There's no guarantee. You know what I can guarantee you, James? I can make you 2 guarantees. You're going to die one day, and you're always going to be paying taxes, even when you're dead. I can make another guarantee. Stock market's not going out of business, okay? It's not going out of business anytime soon. But if you want to see it, how it works, I want to invite all of you to watch it live in the market, because I know a lot of you want to do this. You just don't know how to do it, or haven't found the right person to teach you how to do it, or surround yourself with very good traders that could help you be good at it. Because when you're part of a team, we all do well together. And when we lose together. But the point is, we don't lose a lot, because you're not right all the time. So the potential income that you can make. Let's talk about that, right? Because this job does pay a lot of money, by the way. If you bought 1,000 shares of stock and it moves 50 lousy little stinking cents, do you realize that is basically $100,000 salary? Who doesn't want that job? 50 little stinking cents. People like, I'm showing you stocks like Nikola went up $2. Forget about $2. Forget about one of you says, oh, trade the SPYs. How much is it going to cost you to trade 1,000 shares of the SPYs? Oh, I would never trade 1,000 shares. Right, exactly. Okay. So that means you got to make, that stock has to move 10 times more to make the same amount of money. Because you got to remember something. This is another mistake that a lot of people make. Do you really care what you trade? Or you just want to make money? You think I care about Nikola or what do we trade? We trade so many damn stocks today. OCGN, WPT, Netflix, WLMS. What the hell are these stocks anyway? FCell, Bingo, XLT. I mean, what are these? These are just stocks. But they're all opportunities to make money. That's what they are. That's what it's about. FSR, right, John? You know what I mean? Like, this is what it's all about. But the goal is this. Finding them is pretty easy, believe it or not. But what we teach you at Cybertrade University is called the 3 T's: tradable, trend, and trap. If you know those 3 T's, it's all about risk to reward. But you have to also say, okay, what is going to give me the least amount of risk to make that 50 cents? Because a lot of you, I would say 95% of the people that trade are trading stocks that are way out of their league. I wouldn't even trade some of those stocks. But because it's Facebook, oh, I heard Facebook. Oh, it's Apple. I bought an Apple. Apple hasn't gone anywhere since in 5 months. It's been stuck here at the same prices. I mean, I hate when people keep bringing it up. Hey, what's Apple doing today? Hey, what's Apple doing today? I don't know. Did you check what Nikola did today? That thing went up a hell of a lot more than Apple did percentage-wise. I'd rather buy a $10 stock than spend $130. Oh, I could trade the options. You know what I mean? Like, oh, because you can't afford the stock, so you're gonna go out there, instead of buying, you're gonna rent it, and then you have to pay all those fees on top of it, and spreads and time and all that. Learn how to trade the stock first, And then you'll learn how to be a good swing trader and an options trader. So listen, you can't be self-taught. When you're out there risking your hardworking money, you gotta surround yourself with the right traders that are gonna teach you how to play and trade. It's called, Kathleen, it's called, listen, I just showed you level 3. I didn't even show you level 4. You're gonna have to wait for that to come into the trading room first, okay? You think level 3 is good? Wait till you see level 4. That's gonna really blow your socks off, okay? Really gonna see. I mean, and I'll tell you the difference. Kathleen, this goes for everyone. Level 1, which everybody has, that basically is the bid and offer, okay? With the best buyer and the best seller. Level 2 is only showing you a couple of buyers, a couple of sellers at each price. Level 3 is going to show you 20 times more data, and level 4 is going to show you close to 100 to 200 times more data. Okay, you're going to see orders not just on NASDAQ, but you'll see it on New York Stock Exchange, Archipelago, EDGX, Philadelphia Exchange, all these, the CBOE. You'll see all the orders from around the world from all these exchanges. I'm just showing you one. There's about 7 of them out there. Imagine aggregating all of them on one platform. So this is why here at Cyber Trade University, we have been endorsed by more brokerage firms than any school in the industry, and we're damn proud of it, and we're very thankful. And let me tell you something. These brokerage firms, they do credit checks on my staff, including myself. They follow our traders to see how successful they are. Because, and another thing, we don't teach everyone that wants to learn. Because unfortunately, a lot of you really don't qualify, okay? And you know what? You don't know that until you come into the trading room. You're going to come into the room and you're going to be like, wow, now I get it. Now I know why I want to succeed. Some of you are like, now I know why I couldn't do this, and thank God I didn't. But that's why we're very happy to say we're endorsed by companies like Tastyworks, Charles Schwab, eSignal, Metastock, NinjaTrade, Thinkorswim, TradeStation. List goes on and on and on. And this is what I'm going to invite everybody. I want you to come into my trading room. I'm going to invite every one of you right now. So get ready for this. I don't want you to judge us on the winners. Okay. I want you to judge us on the losers. I want you to judge us how the traders that we've trained, how they think for themselves. I want you to see how we work together like a team. I want you to see how our instructors actually are working and are trading with their traders. Okay. In the room. And then you'll be the judge of seeing, okay, now I get it. Now I know I want to trade, how I want to trade this stock. This is what I want you guys to do. Now, here's the whole agenda that you're going to get. We usually start right around 7:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. We do a lot of trading in pre-market. A lot of you here probably never heard of that. Never even know, like, wow, you could trade pre-market? Absolutely. And I'm going to teach you why and why you should. And at 9 a.m., we're going to do a live audio broadcast. If you haven't followed us already on, maybe you found us on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube, but you're going to be there live before they even get access to it. You're going to have live audio commentary. You're going to get trader talk events, Q&A sessions, workshops, afternoon meeting, afternoon commentary. This is the schedule that you're going to get from 7:30 in the morning going up all the way to 4 o'clock. And by the way, everything is being recorded. Okay. So you can go back, you can review it, and you can do your homework. Now, this is all I'm asking for. $9. 9 lousy, stinking dollars. Why? Because I need to know who you are. $9 is basically an application fee to come into the trading room. So you let us know who you are. I don't know who you are right now. All I know is you could be a competitor, or you could be, I don't know, you could be President Biden. I don't know who you could be. President Trump. I don't know who you are. But $9, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the live trading room, the original one that I started, for 7 days. You're going to get 3 daily market meetings. You're going to get a personal education advisor. And listen, we're not here to sell you anything, okay? If you don't want to be in there, we don't care if you don't want to. Why would I lock you into something that you don't want to do? You end up doing more harm to us than good. But we're going to explain to you exactly what you're getting in that room. You're going to get your own weekly live Q&A trading session. You're going to get 100 hours of recordings. People pay tens of thousands of dollars at. You're going to get it for free. We want to make sure you know what you're getting yourself involved in before you do it. because if you can't succeed at it, you're going to only make me lose money. And I don't want to do that. Okay. You don't want to do that. All right. All this 100% money guaranteed. If you want to need your $9, do I look like I need your $9? Okay. That is just for you to pay for it. And then this is what you're going to get as a bonus. If you register right now, the first 20 people, you are going to get a free coaching class with me. When was the last time? I know some of you guys took some courses in the past. When was the last time you ever spoke to the owner? Wouldn't that be amazing? Like, wow, my God, I could speak to Fausto. Yes, because you know what? At the end of the day, I have to interview you. I got to make sure that if I'm going to take the time to teach you guys how to succeed, I got to make sure you're really qualified to do it. And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you, you might not like what I will say. Some of you are going to be ecstatic what you're going to say, but I need to be very straightforward with you because I hate to see people lose money, and that's everyone's biggest issue. But don't lose this opportunity to say, you know what? Here's my chance to go out there and start learning how to professionally day trade. You are going to be with the original day trader who started this back 25 years ago. Now you're seeing people all over the world doing it. What are the dates for the class? The dates start right when you purchase. Okay. When you start right now, you can get into the class starting tomorrow. After you talk to your education advisor, he'll tell you a little bit what you're seeing, what's going on. You know, we don't want you to go in the room and be like, okay, what's going on? Why is there no audio? Let us do our due diligence. You do your due diligence. Let us do our job, tell you what you experience, because I'm looking to train people that want to make six figures. Because if I could teach you to make six figures, I'm going to make several thousand on your call outs. But we have to see if you're a good fit. Okay. And that's how it goes. Now, like I said, $9, money back guaranteed. People said I paid thousands for this. How do you do it so cheap? Listen, can trading get expensive? Absolutely. Okay. But first find out what it's involved. Now, by the way, one of you guys just asked, do I need a brokerage account? No, please. You are not allowed to trade in this room. Period. You are not allowed. It's against the rules. You are here just to watch. You're here to see if other people make money. We don't want you to buy anything. We don't want you to trade anything. We just want you to see if people actually make money doing this. Listen, I make money. I'm a very good trader. I'm a 12-time world champion. That doesn't help you, okay? You see people do posts on YouTube. Hey, I made 25,000 today, 15,000. You know what? Why would someone say that? Because could you afford to make 20,000 or lose 20,000 5 days in a row? I don't think so. You want to just be happy. Say, you know what? I'll just be happy to make my 200 today. I don't need to make, I would like to do that, but to have to make $220,000 a day, you got to probably have a $5-10 million account. Okay. Because you got to be forward to lose it. So, and we'll go over that. What we got? Oh, let me just look over here. Yeah, we got a bunch of people just registered right now. Let me do a couple of shout outs. What do we got going on over here? I got, I've seen everyone just fill out right here. I got David Dorsey. Oh, there you go. Dave, that's you, the one that keeps talking in the room. Just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Bobby Cabarrus from Fairfield, California. Just got your registration. Welcome aboard. By the way, you guys are going to notice that this is very important part of your application. When you fill it out, there's a questionnaire at the end. Please let us know. Did you ever take training? How much money you have in the market? What brokerage firm account you have? You need to help us so we can help you. Look at us being your doctor. You're not going to go in to see the doctor unless they do your blood work, or they're going to always make you fill out this, do you have, colitis? Do you have cancer? Right? Listen, we need to know these things. That's how we can help you. There's only 5 questions. Fill it out the best that you can. And it's very important. All right. The link's right there. I don't know why I have it all panelists. Wrong one. But here's the link. Just click on that link and you'll get registered. All right. A couple more people just registering right now. What do we got here? Verda from Charlotte, North Carolina. Great town. My nephew's goes to college there. Now, by the way, guys, don't go anywhere. As you guys are actually registering, we're going to play a quick video so you can watch me being on NASDAQ. I'm on the floor of the NASDAQ market, actually doing a presentation. NASDAQ wanted me to teach their audience about how to use level 2, total view. So listen, They don't need me, but they wanted me there to show their audience, say, hey, listen, this is how you're supposed to do it. Don't just listen to analysts. You got to know how to use their platform. You got to know how to trade in the market. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So you stick around as you're filling out your questionnaire and timing. But let me see if there's any questions here I could answer. I think one of you just answered that. When could I start? You could start. I would probably recommend you start on a Monday. Go watch your videos, do what you can, but really, Friday's not a big deal. If you could do Friday, do Friday. You know, do tomorrow, you can do tomorrow. It's fresh in your mind. Don't let this thing pass you. Okay? Because you know what? You and I will get off the phone. You're like, $9. Listen, that's why we don't do it for free. Could I do it for free? Absolutely. I don't do it for free because, it's a way. I'd rather you have some skin in the game. That's the reason for it. All right. Where is the link? Winston, it's right in the chat room. You should be able to see it right there. Just click on that right above, right there. If you're having problems, you could always just go right to our homepage and you can register right there. Okay. We got 7 spots left. Okay. No problem. All right. So any other questions, everyone? Listen, you could see trading's not that complicated. You follow the money. You surround yourself with good traders. You trade when you're supposed to and do what you got to do after. Problem solved. Why would you go out there and worry about some $1,400 stimulus check? Okay. Why would you go out there and worry about about unemployment or maybe even going back to work? You know what? This job is so much better. It's easy. It's convenient. You're in your luxury, your own home. You got no boss to talk to. You could come and go whenever you please. You could do it on vacation, and it pays a lot of money too. But to be good at something, you got to surround you people that are good at it. And you want to surround yourself people that are going to care and make sure you do it very successfully. You want people involved in your life. You want someone to look at your journals and telling you why you did this wrong. You might not like to hear it, but you know what? Someone's got to do it. Let it be us. Let us teach you how to make money, because if you can make money, I'm going to make money with you. But you got to try. So it's $9. Go out there and do it. All right, guys. So with that said, I'm going to get ready for the afternoon. See what's happening in the close. Been a couple of nice little stocks. I'm making some big moves. We're going to keep an eye on. What do I got over here that's moving? I got a couple of stocks that are doing pretty well. I got this XM that's doing pretty well right here. I'll show you one. Here's one right here. It looks pretty good. XM went from 38 to 42. A lot of big orders out there on that stock. That one's doing pretty well. Got a couple of good stocks out here and moving. We'll see how they go. But I'll see you all in the trading room. All right. So please click on the bottom, like us, friend us. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel also. Make sure you subscribe to our Twitter. Please share us also. Tell your friends about us. But before you do that, go out there and learn it yourself. Okay. Thanks for watching. And we'll start the video right now. All right. As you guys are registering. Happy trading, everyone.
Welcome to NASDAQ Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at NASDAQ. Joining me at the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Fausto Pugliese. He's the founder and president of Cyber Trading University. We're going to take a look at how traders are using Total View. And Fausto, it could not be a better time to have you in with us at Marketplace, because with everything going on, the volatility we've seen in the market since you were with us in the middle of February last time.
That was pretty crazy.
Traders are asking themselves, what's the bottom, what's the top? But as a day trader, you can kind of get an inside look when you're looking at a single stock.
Yeah, what it is, Jill, is that, thanks for having me again. And yes, when it comes to day trading, people realize that it's what happens over the course of the day, which trickles down to a swing trade and to a long-term investment. And my phone's been blowing up. People could ask me, Fausto, is this the bottom? Is this the bottom? Because we're looking at the market all day. And honestly, this is how you really know when it's the bottom. When you have the worst of the worst of the worst news and just constantly all negative stuff, and the market's not going any lower, that's when you know it's time to buy. So as you see, like a lot of bad news keeps coming up, and then obviously you saw what happened yesterday when they lowered the Fed rate by a half. It took for a big decline, and all of a sudden the market's up with about almost like 900 points so far. So and there's still a lot of bad news that's coming out with the coronavirus and everything else, but that's really when you know when you hit the bottom. So for some of the listeners out there that really missed the boat when the market had a big rally, you almost hit 30,000. You know, these are the opportunities. You know, honestly, it is like the same thing I saw back in 2008 when we had the financial crisis. So once you start seeing all the bad news, things start backing up, start going up.
All right, let's take a look at our example here today. We're going to look at ticker symbol MRNA, Nasdaq listed, of course. What are we looking at? Where's the levels that you're looking to sell?
Okay, so listen, what is mRNA? You know, I keep bringing up stocks, and people are like, what does this company do? It doesn't matter. We're just here to make money. The main goal about Total View is you have to understand how it works, how to know where the buyers and sellers are. It's all about supply and demand. That's why it's such a great tool. So we're looking at a chart right here, and we're looking at the stock right here. And the first thing people notice is like the stock's going up beautifully. Nice. Look at the stock. Started this morning. It's at 25.80. It's at 28. Is it going higher? Now the goal is, why does the stock keep breaking out? It hits a resistance, it comes back down. It breaks the previous resistance, keeps going up. How do you know it's going to keep breaking higher highs? And what we're going to do this time is we're going to bring a video so you all could see exactly what it's like to see in the real market conditions.
All right, so let's move along to our next slide here. That's exactly what we're doing. Let's take a look at Total View. I'm going to let you take the reins. Tell us what's happening here.
Okay, so we got like a little minute video here. So we're looking at some real time. The key here is time and sales. These are the transactions that are taking place. We're looking at level 2. Level 2 is basically people get for free, but it doesn't give you the depth of data as Total View does. Now, the key here is that you don't see that many sellers out there. You're just seeing the best bid and best offer of that exchange. But you'll notice how the stock keeps going higher. What we need to focus on is where you see the big sellers. And you're looking for big orders. You got a 51 different orders out there, right around 28. Things are going so quickly, I try to slow it down. So right around $28.50. So that is really your resistance level. So when you're looking at a stock going out, going higher, you're going to say, is the stock going to break out? So you see it's coming up to this guy right here really quickly. You see it's coming up. It's coming up to this person right here. So 70,000 shares, 5,000 shares. So it's going to come up to that seller. Now the goal is this: is that guy going to get executed? Remember, you have 100 share sellers, 300 shares, 1,000, but you have a big order out there. You want to see if that guy gets executed, and you want to see if that's how it breaks out. Remember, what makes support and resistance levels is buyers and sellers. So you got a seller out there. So we're coming up to that seller right here. Now the goal is to look right here and see if that seller gets executed. And you see it's coming up to the seller, and boom, the guy gets taken out. It's actually executing it. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. See all those transactions? It took the guy out. Now look how fast the stock goes up. From 250, we're at 260, 270, 280, boom, like that, as quickly as that. That's why it's so important to know where the orders are, know where the resistance, and see if the guy gets taken out. Now, when we get to the next slide, look at it. We're already at 2880.
Yep, and you can see these 35,000.
Which is exactly. Now, this is the next order. Now, the next question is: here's the next biggest resistance. There's a 33,000 shares for there's 100 different orders out there. Now, then that's where the next resistance level is. So the goal is you hit a resistance. Where's the next resistance? The next resistance is the next biggest seller. So now we're coming up to him, and we're going to see what's going to happen when he gets to 29.
Yeah, it happens so fast.
Well, also, this is about a 5-minute video that I was able to capture when we traded this stock, and I kind of speeded it up over about a minute, so it doesn't move as quickly. Boom, we hit 29, the guy got taken out again, and look at the stock just took off again. And the thing I want to explain to you, Jill, is that, and your listeners have to understand, is that when you have a big seller out there and that guy gets taken out, that is a very big demand. Someone says, oh, wow, I'll take that 30,000 shares, and that's why you get the stock that really, really starts to take off. Now, the next thing is that you're going to get some resistance levels. It's going to start backing off. There's always profit taking going on, right?
Of course.
So when you have profit taking going on, you could see profit taking going on. But the question is it really a profit taking, or is it just people or is it really going to go lower? In this case, it's not. Seller got done. Remember, we just watched the stock go from 28 to 29. Now look at it. We're at 29.50 already. Stock just keeps going higher and higher because those sellers are getting executed. As those sellers get executed, that means there's a demand for it. When you see big block orders out there, it makes a bigger demand, and that makes it higher. Now, the next resistance level, obviously, is going to be where we have to focus on, where the next biggest orders are. So we got some, I think we freeze, right? We're done?
Nope, we have a little bit more.
We're done. Oh. So the next video we're going to show.
Yeah, we actually go to our slide here. So this is where you're looking at those levels.
Right. So we're looking at the seller. So we have a 67,000 share seller at 28. So now we have to look what we call iceberg orders.
What does that mean?
Okay. So it's a funny story. So I came up with this word about 20 years ago after watching the movie The Titanic. Okay. Actually, you ever watch that movie? Very sad movie. I definitely recommend it. So anyway, what happened to Titanic? It hit an iceberg. And the thing is, everybody was focused on the pretty of the ship and above the water. They didn't realize it's not what's above the water, it's at the bottom of the water. Icebergs are really big. So what happened, it crashed and it sunk. So what we're looking for is big iceberg orders, which we call, some people call them big block orders, but when you see a big order, it's called an iceberg order. So now we're looking at a 2890 and we're looking for a resistance. Once again, stock's going higher, we need to focus on the next resistance level.
All right, and which is on the next chart here. If we take a look, yep.
So here's just a quick little screenshot. So as we're looking at it, you see, it's a lot easier when you're focusing on, when you're just looking at the level, the total view, and it's easy to point it out. Now, please keep in mind, your listeners have to understand, we're fast forwarding this pretty quickly to get to the point. It doesn't move this quickly. But I'm showing right here is just a quick screenshot. What we're focusing on is this big order right here for 73,000 shares, and there's 315 different orders out there making up that 73,000. Now, the thing I just want to point out is I just want to teach everyone a quick little lesson.
Yeah.
Don't ever sell anything at $30. Go out at $29.99. You just cut the line by.
So that's for anything that's at an even number.
Biggest trick I was taught by my mentors when I was younger. Listen, everybody's going to think 30. Everybody's going to think 20. Go out $21.99. You just cut the line by 73,000 shares. That's a very good.
It's like selling a house or buying a house. It's like those incremental psychological levels.
Well, if you remember, if you look at it, the stock has a penny intervals. And so that's a little tip. But the thing is, let's focus on what happens to the 30. You know, just right off the bat, you know that's a major resistance levels, and that's what we have to focus on. For the stock to go any higher, it's got to get through that 73,000 share seller on total view.
All right, well, let's take a look at that next slide. See what happens next. Now we're going to get the other piece of the trade.
Okay, so now we're looking at the stock moving. Here's 29.45, 29.48, 62, 67. So the sellers are getting executed. You can see the transactions taking place, but we know that there's that guy sitting right here. And now his order's coming up. Look, he's starting making up the ranking. It's getting up to 30. It's getting close to him. So let's watch what happens. 74, 70. Look at the transactions taking place. It's trying to get there. And by the way, those orders, they're all real. People think like they're fake. Those are real orders. Can a guy cancel it? Of course they can cancel it. But that you have to take very seriously, and that's a real order out there. So now as we're looking at it, and as it's trading, it's trying to get there. Actually, it kind of almost tested it. You see that right there?
Yeah.
See that candle right there? It hit it, and now it's starting to back off a little. Now you're starting to see the red candlesticks. So now it means that the last sale is lower than the previous.
And this works for all kinds of stocks. ETFs, would it work for ETFs also?
ETFs, futures, options, it works the same way. Remember, it's the movement of the stock that makes all those other things. Yes,
right.
ETFs and everything else. You could look up any ETF and it'll come up on total view. Look, now we're down to 29.
Yep.
So my point that I'm getting to is this. If you didn't have a game plan, Jill, and didn't know that seller was out there, and you try to
And actually, if we go to the next slide, this is exactly what we were talking about. There's your level right there.
If you didn't have a game plan and knew that seller was out there, and look at that candle, that stock literally moved. Look how fast it moved in that one bar chart. If you didn't have a game plan to get out there before that guy was out there, and if you didn't what we call shaving, if you didn't shave just before that 30 and cut that line, guess what? You would just look how much money you would have lost. That stock didn't even drop from 30. Look where it went to. 27.30. You would have got crushed on that trade. Because what happens, if that seller's out there and he's not getting executed, he really had to sell that order, Jill. How is he going to get out? He's got to sell to the buyers. If he hits the bid, he's running that stock down, not you and I. Remember, we're not trading 74,000. Someone else is, and it's not one person. We saw it. It was like there was several people out there doing it. And that's how you got to focus on using the total view when you trade in today's volatile markets.
All right. So cool to actually watch it happen in real time. Thanks so much for doing that for us, Fausto. And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill